What's good? Stony Hayes. Welcome back to my channel. If you have subscribed, or even if you're just watching, thank you. Right on. Hello. Um, I hope y'all had an amazing Sunday. Hope you had a great day. Hope it was either productive and or relaxing. Whatever Sundays look like for you. I hope you got the most out of your day. Y'all know before I go to bed, I usually be trying to get out all my thoughts so I can have a peaceful rest. Because if not, then I'm just up all night just thinking and thinking and thinking. Um, so tonight I had a thought of all the stories that they used to tell us when we were growing up, when we were coming up, and all the messages that they gave us behind the stories that they told us. And sometimes it just dawns on me they might have gave us one message, but there was really a completely different message behind the story that they were telling us. And sometimes we hear lessons and we get lessons when we're younger that we really don't understand until we get older. And our elders used to tell us that they never really explained nothing to us, but they'll tell us oh, when you get older, you'll understand. And I used to hate when they say that because it's if you know, why not tell me? But some stuff you really won't get it until you get older. You really won't understand it. And one of those things for me was definitely the story about the turtle and the rabbit. Because when we heard that story, we constantly got told, oh, slow and steady wins the race, slow and steady wins the race. And not to say that it doesn't, but as I get older and really look at that story, there's a completely different message that I received from that story. Um, when you really think about it, number one, okay, they never told us in that story that turtles are actually super fast. Like, have you actually ever seen a turtle run? If not, look it up. They're super fast. I seen one run in real life. I couldn't even help the turtle. I went to pick it up, right? And move it. And it ran so fast that it shocked me that I couldn't even help the turtle anymore. I had to get back in the car. I'm it just sent a whirlwind of questions throughout my head. When did turtles become fast? Or have they always been fast? And if they've always been fast, why did they never tell us that when we were younger? Why did they really have us growing up thinking that turtles were slow? Slow and steady wins the race. Absolutely right. But when you really break down the story of the turtle and the rabbit, it's much more deeper than that. When I hear it, I understand that the main message in that story is really not allowing anybody else to knock you off your rockers. For one, understanding the power that we possess. Because in that story, the turtle, he let that rabbit taunt him the whole race. He let him taunt him the whole race, right? Even beforehand, he let him taunt him about being slow. But that turtle actually knew, like, you might think I'm slow, but I know the power that I possess. That turtle knew he was dang fast. So you hear me? That turtle knew the speed that he had. But he still let that rabbit talk crazy. Like, all right, he think I'm slow. I'm gonna let him think I'm slow. Right? But even throughout that whole story, it never tells us that the turtle actually ever used his speed. And when you really think about it, it makes you wonder, why didn't he? If the rabbit was going so fast and the turtle knew he could go fast, why didn't the turtle go fast? Because he didn't have to. Because he didn't have to. He knows the power that he possesses. And he also knows I don't have to show this power, right? Because people who run around talking crazy, they going to fail on their own. They're going to fail on their own. So I don't have to run all fast and get tired, potentially trip over something and now I fall, now I'm flipped upside down. You know what I'm saying? Like they flip upside down, they on their shell and you know what I'm saying? Like why do that? Why do that? Right? He slowed it down. He did his thing. He was vibing. At no point did he ever feel the need to rush, rush, rush. Even though the rabbit in his ear, oh, you gonna lose, you gonna lose. The turtle still was like, man, I'm not finna let that get me off my stuff. I'm finna do what I know, right? I'm finna do what I feel. I'm gonna slow walk this mug. And he still ended up winning in the end. And in life, that's the message for me from that story. We can't allow other people to talk so much that we shake up our own selves, that we have our own self flipped upside down on our shell because we let somebody talk us into moving faster than we trust ourselves to move. In this life, you're going to have people telling you, like, oh, you're this old, you're that old, you should be doing X, Y, and Z. But they don't get to tell you that. They don't get to tell you that. And even if they do, you have to remember I know who I am. I know the power that I possess. And I know that I don't have to show that power. And I know that even without that power, I'm still going to come out on top. It doesn't negate the fact that you have that power. It doesn't negate the fact that you feel me like you can show up, show out whenever you want to. But do it on your own time. Don't allow anybody in this world to tell you what you should be doing, when you should be doing it, and how you should be doing it. Lock in on your own. Lock in with your own mental, your own thoughts, your own ideas, everything. And do it how you see fit. And when people get to talking crazy, oh, you moving too slow, you moving too slow. I'm moving on my time. I'm moving on God's time. It's not for the next person to tell you how slow or fast you should be moving. It's not for the next person to tell you how far ahead you should be. That's really between you and the creator, honestly. Those conversations happen between y'all. And when you moving at the pace that you know you're supposed to be moving at, you're moving as fast as you need to move. So yeah, slow and steady wins the race for sure. But at the end of the day, you go your pace. And that's it. Don't let anybody tell you go faster, go slower. No, you go at your pace. You trust yourself, understand what the power that you hold within yourself, and you move within that. And don't let nobody in this world get you shaken up to where you flipped upside down and they gonna scoot right past you. Because that person trying to tell you how fast you should be going, when you mess up, when you skip a step, that same person, oh, why you didn't slow it down? Why you didn't wooty wooty woo? No. When you're trying to do stuff based on what society feels like you should be doing, you're going to miss out. You're going to end up somewhere you shouldn't have been, anyways. That conversation is between you and the man upstairs. Like, for real. And don't let nobody in this world, especially if they ain't doing it themselves, don't let anybody in this world tell you what you should be doing and how fast you should be doing it. You know the power you possess, and it's your job to tap in to your power, and that's it. So with that being said, take it slow or take it fast, whatever the case may be. Do your thing, how you do your thing. And you always gonna come out on top.